Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin this video by going straight to the first question. Is Uhuru Kenyatta sabotaging Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chairperson of the African Union Commission? That is the question which most Kenyans are asking in low tones. And they are asking because initially there were reports that Uhuru Kenyatta was planning to run as the next chairperson of the African Union Commission. And of late, the names of Jakaya Kikwete is also being floated by mostly those who are supportive of Uhuru Kenyatta. Is it possible that Uhuru Kenyatta doesn't want Raila Odinga to become the next chair of the African Union? I'll come back with a proper analysis about that. The second question which I wanted to ask you, who is likely to benefit should Raila Odinga become the next chairman of the African Union Commission? For me, three people are likely to benefit. The first person who is likely to benefit is none other than the current president of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Arap Ruto. And how will William Ruto benefit? By Raila Odinga going to Ethiopia, it simply means that opposition in the Republic of Kenya is going to be weakened. That is the honest truth. Because the opposition in Kenya has always been crafted around Raila Amolo Odinga. And that's why there are those who believe that without Raila Odinga, Kenya is finished, that nobody will be able to stop Kenya Kwanza. I just followed the proceedings in Parliament when they were voting up for that affordable housing levy. And we don't have a parliament. So William Ruto is going to weaken the opposition. And that's going to work to his advantage. Now, William Ruto is also seeing the possibility of winning Raila Odinga's support base. Because let's face it, if you look at the results of the 2022 presidential elections, then you will agree that William Ruto probably might not have won the presidency if Raila Odinga, for example, just hired an agent across the country. William Ruto would not have managed to win. And probably if Azimio strongholds had turned up. I was looking at the data yesterday and I was surprised that the turnout in Mombasa, which is one of Raila Odinga's stronghold, was only 46%. William Ruto believes that if Raila is not in the picture, he can compete with Kalonzo, he can compete with Karua in those strongholds. So he's going to benefit in that way. And of course, it's going to create division in Azimio. Because Raila Odinga is the one who's been holding Azimio together. If he's not there, Martha Karua might want to run, Kalonzo might want to run. How are you going to solve that? ODM might want to sponsor a candidate, Wiper might want to sponsor a candidate. How are they going to solve that matrix? So a division is definitely going to emerge, just like we are already seeing some people claiming that Raila Odinga ought not to have declared his interest in that seat before agreeing with the entire Azimio leadership. And of course, William Ruto will also enjoy peace. You see, one of the biggest headache William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza are facing currently in the Republic of Kenya is that they don't know what Raila Odinga is going to do next. In the absence of Raila Odinga, William Ruto can do whatever he wants. He believes so because nobody has the capacity to call demonstrations against him. Raila Odinga can disrupt William Ruto anytime he wants. And that is the biggest problem for William Ruto. And of course, William Ruto is also seeing Raila Odinga's success in to AU as an opportunity to retire Raila Odinga. And if Raila Odinga were to retire, probably he will be denied the opportunity to contest, to participate in politics, or also maybe to influence certain local issues in the country. So William Ruto is going to be the first person who is going to benefit. The second person who is going to benefit, in my view, is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. If Raila Odinga will not be going to AU, then Kalonzo Musyoka will not be assured of being the Azimio presidential candidate. Because Raila Odinga might decide to run. So by going to AU, for Kalonzo Musyoka, that's an opportunity. His way is now cleared. And of course, Kalonzo Musyoka can also benefit because he believes he can inherit Raila Odinga's support base. The truth is, Raila Odinga's support base, there are those who cannot stomach William Ruto. So Raila Odinga will exit, then they will definitely follow Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So Kalonzo Musyoka is also going to benefit. The third person who is definitely going to benefit, in my view, is Babu Owino. Babu Owino is being the third person who is going to benefit the most also is Babu Owino. Why am I saying Babu Owino? Babu Owino's brand of politics can easily resonate with Azimio or ODM support base, which means Babu Owino can easily rally ODM supporters to demonstrate. Someone like Orengo had that opportunity, but because of age, I don't think he will. So which means Babu Owino can easily inherit Raila Odinga support base. But can Raila Odinga win? In this video, I want to reveal to you something which is going to shock you. How Raila Odinga can effectively use the chairmanship of the AU Commission to advance his 2027 presidential bid. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But by the way, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. Two favors. The first favor I want you guys to do is to ensure that for this video, you press that thumbs up button. And if you can, especially the Ligang, you can drop your comments. The second favor I want you to do is to go to the comment section there and click that link to my Facebook page. I want to grow that Facebook page to 6,000. Currently, it's at around 1,000. So please, after watching this video, just click that link so that it can take you there. You like the page, then I'll be so much grateful, because in that Facebook page, I want to do bridged versions of these particular videos, and also do certain videos which I cannot do on this channel, but I can only do that if some of you guys are transferred to that Facebook page. Ladies and gentlemen, how can Raila Odinga use the African Union Commission chairmanship to advance his 2027 presidential bid? The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga will not be the first person to chair that commission and venture into politics. Ideally, the chairperson of that commission should not participate in the local politics. But we have had people before him. Jinping of Gabon, who ended up contesting in Gabon. He lost. But those who know say that the man actually won the elections, but he was rigged out. Then there's Lamine Zuma, who ended up contesting and lost there. So it means Raila Odinga will not be the first person to use the position to contest. For Raila Odinga, the only disadvantage is that if he were to take over in 2025, February, then his term will end after the election in 2028. But Raila Odinga can actually decide to resign before the time. Let's say towards the mid of 2027, he can decide to resign, maybe early. He can decide to resign and announce his bid of becoming the next president of the Republic of Kenya. But how can he use that position? Number one, Raila Odinga can effectively use that position to rebuild his profile. You see, Raila Odinga is known to have contested the presidency of the Republic of Kenya almost 5 times and lost. Raila Odinga, if he were to succeed and win, then his supporters will have that hope that kumbe Raila Odinga huwa ananyang'anywa tokura huku. They'll see the hope and the opportunity in Raila Odinga. So Raila Odinga can effectively use that position to rebuild his profile. His profile as a performer, because his performance will be seen. He can use it to rebuild his profile as someone who understands what should be done. He can use it to rebuild his profile at the international stage. He can even use it to rebuild his profile amongst other African presidents. He can use it effectively. So that's number one. Number two, for those who follow this channel, what I advocated for after the last election was that Raila Odinga ought to have taken a break from politics. And then after taking the break, Kenya Kwanza was destined to fail. They were going to fail. And after failing, then the country itself was going to demand for Raila Odinga to come. The Raila Odinga was going to make a comeback, in my view, in my advice, then towards 2025-26 there. Then he can then come with a bang and boom. Raila Odinga insisted on playing local politics. And we know how it has ended. So the opportunity of serving as the chair of the African Union, in my view, provides Raila Odinga with that well-deserved break. So he can go win, then focus on that job. Forget about Kenyan politics for some time. William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government will implement those their policies in the hope that Raila Odinga will not interfere. Kalonzo Musyoka and the team will fail to protect Kenyans. Then Kenyans will say the only person who can save us is Raila Odinga. Then Raila Odinga can then resign and announce his return to the country. And his supporters can organize for him one of the biggest homecoming into the country. And he will use it for the 2027 momentum. Robert Greene normally advises that you should use absence to increase honor and respect. The reason, for example, why William Ruto is being booed in Mount Kenya every day is because he's constantly in Mount Kenya doing the same thing, telling the same story. So the people down there are tired with him. That is definitely going to happen to Raila Odinga if he were to continue in the Republic of Kenya. So by taking that 2 or 3 year break would be the best therapy for Raila Odinga to win honor and respect. Number 3 is resource mobilization. As the chair of the African Union Commission, Raila Odinga will be earning close to 2.4 million Kenya shilling per month. That's peanuts to people like Raila Odinga. And of course, you also know that there are other allowances and other benefits. The main thing is the benefit. As the chair of the African Union Commission, Raila Odinga will have a lot to decide in terms of development. So if a major road is to be constructed connecting Kenya, Uganda, DRC, all the way through African Union, because Raila is good in infrastructure, you can't tell me people will not be interested in putting their money in those projects, and you can't tell me you can't find one of Raila Odinga guys doing it. And that's how campaign money are raised. By sitting as the chair of the African Union, Raila Odinga will be able to meet who is who in Africa, who is who in particular countries. And because of the name of Raila Odinga, so many people will be attracted to him, especially the moneyed guys. So they can easily fund his campaign. And that would be a plus for him. And of course, lastly, he can also use it to lobby the support of the American government and the British government. The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga has not been able to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya because of the US and the British. They view him differently. So if he were to be elected, then he can use that opportunity to mend fences with the US. He can serve their interest. He can say, okay, I'm going to be at the AU for 3 or 4 years. What I want to do during this period is, 1, to please the American and the British so that he can win their support. So when he comes back to contest, then those people will not have problems with him. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Do you want Raila Odinga to be on the ballot in 2027, or do you want him to support someone else in Azimio? Let me also know your thoughts about that. Thank you, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.